Hello everyone, this is Marryl. Welcome to my channel. Today I'd like to share a simple art journal layout in my traveler's notebook. But before I get started, I just want to apologize for the very bad lighting of this video. I'm so sorry, it's too harsh. So I start out by choosing from among my traveler's notebook inserts. I find that this is a perfect notebook for art journals. I want to add some tissue on my page, so I'm taking my gel medium and just brushing it on the page. This is by Ranger or Tim Holtz. Now I found some really cute confetti tissues from Davenport. I got this at Michael's. But you can always use whatever is in your stash or whatever is available locally. If you guys are from the Philippines, you can go to Scribe or Gesso. I found some really cute tissue papers there. Now I'm just adding some postage stamps and the confetti tissue from Davenport. Now, like I mentioned earlier, you don't need to add gel medium all over the spread as it tends to dry out fast. So at this point, I'm trying to brush in some more gel medium so my tissue paper and stamps would stick on the paper. Now this looks about ready, so I'm just gonna leave it for a few minutes and let it dry. Before we add paint to our layout, we wanna prep the paper by adding gesso. I'm using the one from Fabercastell. I like this one because it's thin and runny. Others also come in heavy consistency. They also come in different colors. Now once you've added gesso to the whole page, you just want to let it dry or use a heat tool like what I'm using. When it's dry, you're now ready to add color to your layout. Today I'm using distress paints from Tim Holtz. I start out with cracked pistachio, and you will see me making a lot of mess there. You just take baby wipes and just spread the paint all over the page. Now this time I'm using frayed burlap. You may want to go easy on this color as it tends to go muddy when mixed with other colors. I'm just going to take my heat tool and let this dry for a minute. So my 2018 Traveler's Notebook came with this beautiful brochure, and I thought I'd incorporate that in my spread. So I'm just fuzzy cutting the trains. So I'm just going to set that aside. I went back to my layout and actually added another paint. This is Peacock Feathers Distress ink, just to give it a more vibrant color. To add that bit of dimension and texture to my layout, I'm going in and adding some texture paste and stencil from Tim Holtz. Now I'm just randomly adding some designs to my layout using some stencils and the texture paste. Now you can set that aside to dry or use your heat gun. Now once that's done, you're now ready to go in and add color. One of my favorites is the Fabercastell gelatos. One of my recent discoveries is the Winsor and Newton watercolor markers. They blend so beautifully and has very pigmented colors. Here I'm using crimson, and you'll notice that I'm just using my ring finger to blend the color. I'm going in again with Faber-Castell gelatos. They blend so beautifully and are so pigmented. Now this time I'm going in with a Winsor & Newton watercolor marker in brown. So I'm now ready to add the cutouts. I take my gel medium and just brush some on the page and adhere the train over and brush some more gel medium over it. What this does is it actually protects your cutout and gives it a nice matte finish. We do the same on the other page and just add some more gel medium. I also cut out some of the phrases in the brochure, and I thought it'd be fun to add that here in my layout. Now don't forget to brush enough gel medium over on your words or phrases. To give the cutouts a more finished look, I'm just going in and adding a bit of gesso to outline the cutouts. Just wipe off the excess with baby wipes. I want to add some shadows to the cutouts, so I'm using Winsor & Newton watercolor marker. This is brown. I'm going in and blend the Faber-Castell gelatos. And lastly, to ink the edge of my layout, I'm using the Winsor & Newton watercolor marker. This is ivory black. So there you go. Here is my finished layout using some cutouts from a brochure. It's from my 2018 Traveler's Notebook. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.